All right, so here is the Courtesan boss fight. So you can open up with a parry. I kind of like wasn't paying attention, but this attack here, you can try to parry it. It's not my favorite to try to parry. The hardest part about this boss is when she does her little like her multi-combo swipe attacks there. It the timing's kind of weird, right? Because she kind of is like dancing and her attacks are like almost slightly like delayed or whatever. You can block, obviously. You will get guard broken eventually, so it is good to try to learn the perfect dodge timings. And then obviously, like if you have a lot of Blood Raven, just do like the perfect dodge Blood Raven follow up. The attack that you want to parry, well, I thought it was going to be here, sorry. So this here, when she does this burst attack, you have to be pretty quick. If you miss the initial, like if you're like just slightly slow, she's gonna get into the air and your Blood Raven attack's gonna miss. So if you want to be really safe with her, you can always do the Blood Raven Shuriken input, so the Blood Raven projectile. That way, if she does jump up into the air and you're a little bit slow, you're still gonna hit her because it can happen to where you're a little bit slow, you do your Blood Raven attack, and she jumps on top of you here. So just keep that in mind. Try not to get too combo spam heavy. I kind of did here. And again, just dodge these. They can be a little tricky, especially this one here. This attack always gives you iframes. So if you do a perfect dodge, it's always best to use Blood Raven, but if you're running low on Blood Raven, you can do the heavy attack follow-up. Oops. Right here, you can do the heavy attack follow-up, and you get iframes during it. She can kind of like space out to where you're not doing a ton of damage to her, but at least you're getting iframes. And this is probably her most dangerous attack, because if you miss one of your dodge inputs, you can get comboed pretty heavily. This is the attack you want to parry. Very similar to the DDO commander, she does kind of like a little jump and spinning, like over the head attack. That's the best attack to parry, like without a question. And then you can almost always just instantly do a wind path into an on landing ET, or you can just combo her for a little bit because that always stuns them for a second. And I had an essence. Always try to get ETs if you can, if you have an essence on the ground. Again, I saw the attack I like to parry, and I think she does it again here. Some Blood Raven cancels. That was actually a different attack, but, you know, I said fuck it, and then I screwed up my on landing, and then tried to jump right back into it and missed. You can do perfect dodges into on landings, but her attacks, like the way the hitboxes work, if you try to do an on landing ET out of a perfect dodge, she can kind of like hit you. So like before you actually absorb the essence. So I'm holding block here because I have an essence and I want to save it for an ET. Just dodge around these. Projectile is safer here. I didn't do it because she happened to be really close to me, but sometimes she's a bit further away after this attack with her red attack. So it can be a lot safer again here to do the Blood Raven projectile, but you know, it worked out here. I still have that essence, so I'm getting my ET. Again, my parryable attack. Wind path, ET. She has some really cool attacks that you don't get to see as often, and I wish she did them more often. Again, I did the ET there, but I could have Blood Raven. It probably would have been smarter to Blood Raven do the dodge into the Blood Raven attack before doing the ET, but it doesn't really matter. Again, the projectile. See, that's what I was talking about earlier, where if you're slightly slow, she'll jump on top of you. So if I would have done the regular Blood Raven attack, I would have got hit there. So I just did the Blood Raven one, and then you can just, you know, end her. So it's a pretty chill fight. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, one of my favorite bosses in the game. I like a lot of them, but some of them I don't, obviously. But I really do like this fight. It's really fun. You can do some parries, some perfect dodges, some Blood Raven combos, some ETs. You really get like a lot more in this game to like a lot more ways to interact with the bosses than the previous Ninja Gaidens, I feel. But yeah, thanks for watching.